Hello everyone, welcome back to the Elden Ring 100% walkthrough, where we'll ultimately be playing as an Faith Death Mage. We are starting from Aguil Lake South, because I'm wanting to knock out a little something over here. In each of these zones, there's an enemy that looks weak, that when you kill, suddenly turns into an incredibly strong enemy, and then killing that enemy gives you an item called a Larval Tear. That Larval Tear is used to respec. So the more you get, the more often you can respec. So one of those enemies is right here by the lake, by this grace. So we're going to bring these guys out. And then we're going to kill this guy, and he's going to turn into a giant bear. See this. And we'll let him fight our guys. Hit him, you can get him up front, unless you're slow like me. You can see how broken this weapon is. Then get the Larval Tear. Not really a particularly difficult fight with summons. And our levels. Alright, and now from here, now that we've done that, we're going to head up. Did we get put in combat? Annoying. Just go rest of the grace here. Haha, too fast. Alright, and now we will head over to Stormhill. And we're going to clear out and pick up some of the items in this Stormhill area. So, where we want to go, it's just kind of over here and then hug the side here, and we're going to walk around. See some jellyfish. That's how you know you're going to the right place. When the jellyfish are white, they're peaceful. When the jellyfish are red, they're mad at you. So that's something to be aware of. There are undead that are coming up. Or actually, are there? I can't remember if undead actually... Oh yeah, there are. There they are. And then come up. And as we go over this way, you'll see some angry jellyfish. Right there. So there are some ashes that we can get in here. Right over here. They also have an item that they're guarding. If you want to try to get it, they will try to spray you. Magic grease. And then from here, we can kind of fall back down. Oh, that's far. Okay, we're alright. Now we're headed south. Just to kind of show where we are. This whole area is where we were. And now we're going to kind of hug the edge here. And you see this stone bowl. Inside these stone bowls are objects called Starlight Shards. When you consume them, they give you back FP. But there are a limited number of these, and they are used as currency with an NPC, so do not spend these Starlight Shards. Acquire them, but my advice is don't spend them right now. There is a gesture we can get, the crossed legs gesture up here. Just kind of get all the way up. Alright. Kind of go back down. Be very careful. Again, just to kind of show where we are. Now, you know the gate front that we went through, you can actually get on top of that gate. And there's some stuff to get there. Not too far south. There's an Everjail here that has a very, very tough enemy in it. We're going to save that for, like, the last, practically the last thing we do in this zone. Because he is very, very challenging. Alright, here's the gate. So this is actually the gate of Gatefront, right? We ran through there and came up. Let's see. Those Kaiden guys. Kaiden armor. And there are some enemies here. I'll eventually be ditching the Bloodhound's Fang, you know, once I start upgrading other weapons, so I'm just having fun with it early in the playthrough. So, one interesting thing about Arrow's Reach, okay, this is a talisman. If you look at it, it says increases bow effective range. But there's a hidden benefit of this that it doesn't say on the talisman. It actually increases the range of rock sling. So that's just an interesting fact, something to note. As a mage, you could put that on if you're trying to like reach further distances with that spell. So kind of a niche use, but still important to talk about, I think. Alright, next, I'm going to go back to Stormhill. And then we're going to head north. So if we were to follow the road and keep going that way, we would end up at the front of Stormvale Castle, where we'd have to fight Margit, which we've talked a little bit about. We're going to go up here and do some things. There's actually a crystal tear to get, but I can never remember exactly where it is. Well, we might as well do this first. This is a finger reader, Crone. You'll see these throughout the world, and they'll ask for your fingers, and they'll tell you a prophecy.
Oh, bless you. Head to the foundation of gold, tarnished. Traverse Rhea Lucaria, glintstone eventide, and reunite the half crescents.
That's talking about the Deathtouched medallion, right? We have a half of that we got in Fort Pharos.
But the bridge is collapsed and cannot be crossed. Only, why should that matter? Stormvale Castle still stands tall.
Now, if we follow this, go to the edge here, and there's a cookbook. You can fall down here. You can hear the sound that there's an ash nearby. Well, a scarab that will give us an ash, rather. It's Ash of Stormwall. Now, if you were to go this way, go up here, and run through, you would actually end up in Liurnia, which is the second region of the game. But if you go in there and rest in any graces and move the plot along, you will actually cause some quests to complete. And because this is a lore walkthrough where I want to show you Roderika's questline in its entirety, we are not going to actually do this. Even though there's a weapon for us and all sorts of upgrades and things in Liurnia, We're going to kind of be region locked just for the sake of not messing up quests, because Irina's quest would mess up as well. So that's why we're not going in there. So this is a walkthrough that's kind of deliberately designed to maximize the lore interactions, let you see all that stuff. Alright, so now we're back at Stormhill. Let's see, I want to say the Strengthnaut Talisman was like up there. Let's see if I have it right. I might end up like pausing to look this one up, 'cause I always struggle to remember this one. I vaguely remember that it was like, yeah. There it is. So this is the Strengthnaut tier, rather. I think I called it a talisman. So the Strengthnaut Crystal tier is actually, you know, will just straight up buff your strength attribute. So that's a great one if you're a strength or strength faith or anything like that. Again, just to show you where we're headed now, we're going to go through this split. And this is a Colosseum. As we go up here, we're going to get invaded. So similar to the other invader we fought. I think he comes from like that direction. Yeah. Got a big hammer. Look at how Bloodhound's Fang just dodged all of that and killed him. That's what makes it powerful, right? He was trying to do that slam down with the lava in front, and I went away, and then right after the lava went away, I rolled back in. Really, really fun weapon. So now we get the Hammer Talisman. Very, very niche thing. Enhances stamina, reducing attacks against blockers. Duelist Furled Finger is if you want to duel someone in the world, you use it. But you could just go... You know, the Colosseum was added later, and now that the Colosseum is there, it's like less incentive to really duel out in the world. You could just duel people in the Colosseum. We're not going to engage PvP at all, since we're assuming that you're here for a PvE walkthrough, but, you know, worth mentioning. Okay, next up, we're going to get a great Ash of War. We're going to get Ash of War Golden Bow. There'll be a guy on horseback. Let's see, where is he? Where are you, my dude? There he is. Just to show where we are. And this guy will drop Ash of War Golden Bow. Actually, this is a rock sling situation. Yeah, completely wrecked. So Ash of War Golden Vow will actually buff your damage. And the way you use it is you put it on like a little object, like a dagger that you equip in like your offhand, and then you just buff yourself before a fight starts. So that's basically how you use it. Now we're headed over here, and we're gonna start doing that, right? Eventually we're gonna get the real Golden Vow since we're in Faith, and we'll be able to cast the real buff, which is stronger. But for now, the dagger is it. Using it on a little dagger. Behold something incredible. Not really. Get the lance weapon. right. No, next I think we're gonna go, let's see. Yes. Saints Bridge, I want to say. If you go back just a little ways along the road from Saints Bridge, and then turn this way and head up, there's actually a catacombs here. Right here. I'm not gonna actually do this catacombs yet, but we'll get the grace, come back. Since our goal here is kind of to do, we're doing a bunch of overland stuff here. And then we'll knock out the... You see how the beast eye is quivering? That's how we know that there is a death root in this catacombs. That we can then give to Gronk, feed him his death root. Now if we head over this way... I always struggle with the exact placement of this one, but there's a Lance Talisman. I think I have to go out here to get it. It's like right here. Alright. See, we're all the way up here in this corner. So the next place we're going to go is we're going to actually go to Agill Lake North and then kind of walk along this edge where we did Murkwater, but we're going to be up, you know, above it. And there's some stuff to get over there. This episode's basically kind of running around and getting some last overland things in northern Limgrave. And we still have most of Weeping Peninsula to do. Alright, so we're turning and running along. You can see I'm running along this thing. If you look at this up here, you can actually cross and then you can get over to there, which is what we're trying to do. So a couple things to note. There's a camp right here with a cookbook in it. And more of these dudes. Big tanky dudes. Okay. You don't really have to engage with anyone else unless we accidentally aggro them. It gets us our cookbook, and we can just kind of get out. And there is a grace over here at this point where you could cross. So we're going to go down and get the grace. Quite. Let's make it daytime. Okay, so kind of go up here and make a leap, double jump, and then you'll be on this thing. Now this will explode if I remember correctly. Just something to be aware of if you're actually melee. Now that we're up here, there's an artist shack. Right there. And the artist shack has our first painting. So let's talk about paintings. So the way a painting works is you're given a location in the world. It's a picture. And you're seeing that picture right there. And your job is to go to that place in the world, and if you go there, you'll get some loot. So that is actually near the Dragonburnt ruins, so you can go down here to the seaside ruins. And what you want to do is head north here. Don't aggro any of those bats. Go around the bats. The arch we're looking for is just a little further north here. Right up here. So you can see they appear. And then when you get up to them, the loot drops. So you can see I didn't have to get all that close. He appeared when I just got kind of vaguely close. So this talisman will reduce your FP cost for doing incantations, but it'll actually increase your damage taken to wear it. So not really worth it right now. Alright, next. Getting a lot done this time. So we're going to go back to Stormhill, and we're going to unlock the Grace right by the first major boss, but we're not going to do him yet. We're still going to do a few more things, but I wanted to just go ahead and get there's an Ash of War on the way. Scarab that you can kill to get another Ash called Wild Strikes. So you will see that on the way. There's the ball. Right, and keep going. Watch out here. You can you want to try to just run by everything, but there is a guy shooting right there. But my recommendation is still don't waste your time fighting everything, because once you're past that thing, you can just run up here, and on the left is the Grace. Alright, and this is actually where we're going to stop. Pretty long episode, but we ran around and got a huge number of things done. So in the next episode, we're going to do those catacombs that we opened up, the Deathtouched Catacombs, which will be our first exposure to skeletons. And we will also do the High Road Cave as time permits, depending on how quickly we get through the catacombs. I might split them up into 2 little episodes, not sure yet. Depends on how good a time we make. And then, once we do those 2, we're going to take on the big bad here, Margit, your first major mandatory boss. And you can bring out this guy, Saragier, to help you, if you want to. And in addition, we'll have that shackle for, if we want it. So, walking an arrow triggered the cutscene in the boss, so I'm not going to do it yet. Alright, until next time.